Right, so this wee subject that started to roll about, Rangers looking at bringing Todd Cantwell back, We're going to talk about that. And there's been a lot said about Tuur Rommens. He's already turning heads like he's been here years. On top of that, there's a decision brewing over Jayden Meghoma that could shape the left side going forward. This one's got proper urgency to it. Now do me a favor, if you want proper Rangers talk, without the usual Scottish media nonsense, hit like and subscribe. We are pushing hard for 1,000 subscribers, and your support gets us there. Todd Cantwell. 1 minute he is the answer to everything, next minute he is poison. That is how the Scottish football circus works. Win the fans up, feed the clicks, and pretend it is all transfer insight. Here is the reality. Cantwell is at Blackburn Rovers, and they are in a right mess, sitting down near the wrong end of the championship. His deal runs to 2027. They have tried to tie him down properly, and the talk is those contract talks have stalled. When that happens, every chancer and every agent starts floating options. Wrexham, Derby, whoever fancies a headline, and then of course they drag Rangers into it. Now do not let anyone rewrite history. Cantwell did not leave Ibrox in a tidy, respectful way. He put in transfer requests after falling out with Philippe Clement. That sticks with supporters. Folk do not forget who honored the shirt and who made it about themselves. The Rangers way is simple. You fight for the badge or you do not wear it. Cantwell has since tried to soften it, saying his time at Rangers was twisted and that he never refused to play for Rangers again. Fine. Words are cheap in football. It is actions that matter, especially at this club. The only reason this story has legs is because of the manager. Danny Rohl being in the dugout changes the conversation. People look at the shape we are playing, the 4-2-2-2, and they start imagining Cantwell in those attacking midfield pockets. And with Mikey Moore and Andreas Skov-Olsen only on loan, fans start thinking about what comes next, because we cannot build a title push on borrowed players forever. But here's the part. The same outlets will not say plainly. A return would split the support. Plenty will look at the numbers and say he produces. Others will say he downed tools when it suited him. But do not let that distract you from the main point. He is an excellent footballer. Proper talent. He can take the ball in tight spaces, slip passes through lines, and he has that edge in the final third that wins games. We have had too many safe, tidy players who do nothing when it matters. Cantwell, for all his nonsense, could actually hurt teams. Meanwhile, notice how quickly the same crowd try to downplay what is happening under Rohl. We were miles off it, written off, laughed at, and now we are right up there. 2 points off the top, the pressure on, and suddenly it is all speculation and far-fetched whenever Rangers might strengthen properly. They do not want us to win. So ask yourself this, if Cantwell is genuinely keen, if Rangers are genuinely keen, and if Blackburn are genuinely vulnerable this summer, why are so many desperate to poison it before it even begins? What are they trying to protect? Absolute masterstroke and the usual suspects still try to downplay it. Tour Rommens has walked in from the Belgian Pro League for £3 million and already looks like another Nicholas Raskin style bit of recruitment. That is the point here. We have been crying out for smart, hungry signings that actually raise the level, not passengers stealing a wage. He came in carrying a slight knock, so he did not start straight away, but once he got on the park, you could see it. Debut, comes off the bench, sets up Oliver Antman, job done. Then he starts games and suddenly the whole left side looks sharper, braver, more purposeful. And look at the numbers they are throwing about. In barely over 100 league minutes, he is creating big chances like it is nothing. As a left back, key passes flying in, that is not normal. That is a player who understands angles, timing, and when to hurt teams. You can have all the fancy wingers you want, but if your fullback can create like a playmaker, you have got a weapon. Even better, he's not getting skinned every 5 minutes either. Not dribbled past once in his first few appearances, winning his duels, clearing danger. That is what you want at Rangers. You defend first, then you punish them going the other way. Now you have got the Daily Record lot saying Rangers should go and ask Brentford about keeping Jayden Meghoma. Andy Newport is basically saying Meghoma has improved, but he can be bullied and outmuscled, and that is fair. The lad has done a decent job, but this club cannot be sentimental. Competition is the whole point. If Meghoma stays, it is to fight for the shirt, not to be handed it. And here is the part that should make every bear sit up. Belgium under-21 coach Gil Swerts is openly saying, Rommens has an outside shot at the Belgium squad for the 2026 World Cup if he keeps performing, especially because Rangers gets you noticed more than a smaller Belgian club. That is the level we should be operating at. Players coming to Ibrox and pushing themselves into international contention. So while the media chatter goes round in circles, the truth is simple. 3 million, a proper footballer, Already changing games, already looking like he belongs at the top level, and already putting pressure on everyone around him. Now tell me, how long before the usual crowd start pretending Rangers got lucky instead of admitting this is what good recruitment looks like? If you've enjoyed this, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It costs you nothing, it's free, and it helps me keep this channel going. Let's get more Rangers supporters in here, build it up properly, and go through it all together.